Hello, welcome back to IT Performance. I have some new goodies, a bit of an unboxing, another thing for my water cooling loop, plus I have found out something good that I'm happy to hear about. So my video card, which is the Gigabyte RTX 2080 gaming OC card from Gigabyte, didn't have a water block to go with it from Ek. There were other manufacturers that have water blocks, but I just happened to go back to an old Reddit thread and there is a water block for my video card from Ek. So the wife doesn't know and the bank balance doesn't know yet, but I will be getting that. Plus I'll now need some more fittings and stuff, possibly a new radiator for my case, a new fan, and hurrah! So it's all good. Yeah, happy days. So today, part of today at least, today I will be showing you this. I have this for my new case. The one thing that Ek don't have that I'm aware of are flow indicators. So I have purchased this wee jobby, which is a thermal take flow indicator. Now you can take the face off and turn the propeller around so that it's catching the correct flow of water to indicate that something is flowing. So this seems to be, what is this made out of?
POM and PMMA. What is PMMA? Oh, don't tell me that it's aluminium. Because that wouldn't be good, would it? That would not be good. Oh, I have to double check on that.
I don't think it is. I'm going to go with that it's not, because apparently you can't mix nickel, copper and aluminium. You can mix nickel and copper, but not aluminium. Do not clean it with, it's pretty light. Feels as though it would be aluminium. Well, look. So it spins pretty easily. But it is all, if it is aluminium, it's coated. It's not raw aluminium. Don't know. Oh well. Sure happens. The other thing is, okay, the Corsair K70. Now this is the Mk2 low profile keyboard. I quite like my existing K70, and this is the Rapidfire once again. And so I need a new keyboard, not because the other one's broken or anything. I just need another keyboard for another location. So I thought, what better choice? Well, I can't get the Mk1 anymore. So I will try the Mk2 low profile. Why not? So today, let's see what's in here, in the box. Yeah. Let's have a look at it. All right. Ta-da! So we have, strangely enough, a keyboard keyboard with a cable, which is nicely got braided covers, which splits into two. One for the keyboard and one for... What I didn't know when I very first set up my other one is on the back here, if it's the same, I hope it's the same. Should not be so hard. Okay, on the back here is a USB port. Now, this does not have a USB hub built into it. What it does is there's one cable for the keyboard and one cable for the extra port. So it's just a pass-through of the single cable. So what do you find out? This doesn't actually look as bad as I thought it would. At first I thought I wouldn't like this. And this is a different color. And these buttons here are different. Now I believe this lights up, which isn't a biggie for me. That is just... Is that a button? Or is that broken? I don't know. So that's a big ass button. And then these buttons here used to be along here, I think. Oh, we can see in a little bit. And they have a bit of a different profile on them. What else is in the box? We have a manual and warranty guide. Ooh, we have some extra keys. Same as the last keyboard. So the Mk1 comes with some gaming keys and a key puller. So that's helpful, and they are. Look how thin those keys are. Look at that. Look at that profile. They are extremely thin. So we'll go and plug it in shortly. Now, let's have a look at this keyboard rest. Now this is different. That is just plastic. This is just hard plastic. Whereas the Mk1, it's sort of rubberized plastic. So you don't have to use that, of course. And that just clips on there like that. In there. So you have a resty thing for you. So the body is brushed aluminium, black aluminium. It's not quite, that's plastic. Whereas the last one, so this one, only the top bit is aluminium. Whereas the Mk1, the whole thing, he says, I believe is aluminium. It feels, well. So on the side here, on the back, there is of course the two feet to raise the back, if you so desire. And then tap, 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 tap. That sounds, that is a lot quieter. The feeling, they're meant to be the same. They're meant to be the same. I'm sure that activation is the weight needed. I don't know, I'll need to try it. But that certainly feels different. Those switches feel different to the ones on my other keyboard, on the Mk1. The springs seem to be stiffer. There's more resistance when pushing down. That is different. Now, the other thing with this means I'll need to buy more fittings.
They should fit. The fitting should fit.
Now, they're all meant to be pretty universal. Let's just hope I haven't spent money on something. So EK thermal take. EK thermal take.
That does not. Whether it's a threading thing?
Oh, there we go. There we go, that's it. Okay, so it does fit. That's good. Means I need to buy 2 more of these to fit on this, which is fine. Okay. That fits. Ah, wunderbar. Now I just need to find out whether that is actually aluminium or whether it's going to cause a problem. Okay, so I have some good news. Very good news for me. Plastic. Apart from the screws, plastic. So I don't need to worry about mixing metals in my loop. Okay, so I thought I'd drag my old keyboard down so we could do a side-by-side comparison. So let's have a look. There is definitely a difference in the sound with the keys. It's a much muted sound. And it is actually, the keyboard is actually bigger. Let's see if I can line this up. The keyboard's not bigger, but the hand rest is, what is that? It is slightly rubberized. It's bizarre, but nowhere near as much as the old one. The old one, it's not as wide. And so the incline's a bit steeper on the old one. So let's get them side by side, and I'll get some shots from the sides so you can see the difference in the profiles. Okay, you'll need to be a bit forgiving with the state of my keyboard. It is a working keyboard, and so it is still dirty. So look, there's a profile difference between the two. You can see the difference in height in the keys. That gets quite heavy holding that up like that. Should try it. So that's quite a bit difference. The actual size of the keyboard, actual profile of the aluminium looks to be exactly the same. It's just the size of the switches, height of the switches, and the height of the keycaps. Now, what I was saying earlier about the difference in the look, you can see the Corsair bit. Oh, look at that, it's smudged already. It's got my fingerprints on it already. That hasn't made any real difference. I think I prefer the old one. Now it's got those buttons there were over there. Look, there's a new one. I have to find out what that new one does. And that was the old roller and media button. So they're in the same place, but as you can see, the profile on the buttons are completely different. I like the look of the old ones better. But the setup of the keyboard will be exactly the same. The way it works, uses the same software. So any profiles that you have for the old keyboard, right, or any Corsair keyboard will just be able to be migrated across quite easily. So you have the num lock, caps lock and scroll lock lights, and a full QWERTY American keyboard, which is handy in New Zealand because that's the one we use. Okay, very good. Oh, look, it's filthy. I actually cleaned it. They clean up really well. On a side note, they clean up really well. I cleaned up my old one. I cleaned it up a little while ago now, but it came out looking, and by a little while ago, I've had it for well over a year. I cleaned it about a month or two ago, and it came back looking almost brand new. Jolly good. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and you're welcome back anytime. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I will catch up with you when I do some more. Okay, cheers, bye. POM plus PMMA.